Boat friends, we got a great one today. The legend of the Great Lakes, the Arthur M. Anderson. She is coming inbound through the Duluth piers. Lift bridge is going to go up all the way to the full height. I'm going to bring you over here. We're going to first talk about the weather conditions. I'm going to also show you marine traffic AIS. Take a look at what speed the Anderson is moving at right now. And I'm going to provide you plenty of information about this historic, legendary ship on the Great Lakes. What better place to have my phone set up than next to a huge block of ice to start out with the weather for you. Current conditions here in Duluth, Minnesota, 25 degrees. Wind speed around 28 miles per hour out of the west. Wind chill 9 degrees. We have some ice that is still here in the canal. Let's take a look at our old friend, the Arthur M. Anderson. And again, for people who have never seen this vessel, this is a real historic vessel on the Great Lakes. And there she is, moving inbound to the Duluth piers. Zoom out a little so we can see. She's moving at about close to 10 knots. She originally had orders to load iron ore pellets. You see if I can squeeze over and give you a little sneak peek as we look around the corner. She originally was going to be going to two harbors, and it appears that she's going into a CN dock now to load. But we are going to get a great video of her. The sun is on my backside, so we're going to really see the color scheme. Take a better look at the wind before she comes through. Flag is moving pretty good. Take a look at the aerial lift bridge all the way up, max height. And trust me, the ice has not went anywhere. Some clouds in the sky, but a beautiful backdrop. Blue sky. Plenty of ice there on the Park Point side that I've shown you before. That will be going away soon. Hopefully, cross my fingers on that one. But this is just an amazing vessel that's going to be coming through. I'm going to relay some information about this vessel that, for those that don't know much about her, I'm going to fill you in. So as I mentioned, you might get a little peek of her. Let me try to zoom in as we can see her coming around that, or at least being exposed next to the green gate there. So she was built in 1952, 767 feet in length. She is owned and operated by the Great Lakes Fleet, and that's based out of Duluth, Minnesota here. Carrying capacity 25,000 tons. She was built at the American Shipbuilding Company in Lorain, Ohio. In 1975, she was lengthened an additional 120 feet. In 1982, she was converted to a self-unloader at Fraser Shipyards right behind me in Superior, Wisconsin, powered by a steam turbine engine. And the name of the ship, if you're curious, the Arthur M. Anderson, is Arthur Marvin Anderson, who was the director of U.S. Steel, a member of its finance committee, and a vice chairman of the J.P. Morgan Chase Company at the time. Looks like she has some pretty easy ice here. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, we got this large chunk that's right here, but she should be able to make it through. I didn't see any tugs. There's going to be no assistance from what I saw, at least here in the Duluth Harbor Basin. Give you an up close personal look at our friend the ice block. This is hard. Look at this. Well, a little piece fell in, but trust me right there. I mean, that is dense. That is hard. That is heavy. That's definitely something that you don't want the hull of your ship. You don't want it to hit anything that's 10, 15 times larger than that. That's not a good thing. A little windy, but a beautiful day. And it gets no better than seeing the Anderson come through again. Just a legend ship on the Great Lakes. There is a ton of history. I mean, I really can't even get into it, the historic background of this vessel. My advice to you is to research the Arthur M. Anderson, and you can learn for yourself just how many points there are to discuss about this vessel. Long history, great and distinguished service career, no doubt about it, but there's some other historic points that I think really have this ship stand out. So there's just too many to go into. But again, she's coming in to possibly load iron ore pellets at CN, possibly CN6. And if you want, I always tell you, feel free to fast forward to where you see the ship, but I like to do a little bit of talking, get us kind of pumped up before she goes by us, and I'm hoping that we get a wonderful salute from the captain. She is coming in empty, so she'll be raised up out of the water somewhat. And as you can see, this is the old school Laker look. You have the forward pilot house on the stern is where the engine room is located. Definitely history in motion, without a doubt. And as I mentioned, as she gets closer, we have the sun, or what is left of the sun with the clouds here, on our backside, so we will get a good visual. I don't think we're going to have too much interference at all with the lens and the sun because it's right behind us, so we should be good to go. See this beautiful ship. And again, she was in two harbors and worked her way down. I was following her on AIS, and then I did hear the security call, so I knew for sure that she'd be coming inbound through the piers, and I came down to show you what's going on. And as she goes by, we're going to definitely take a look at the stern, as you know I always do, and we're going to take a look and see if we can see that prop that possibly is going to be, or at least the rudder is going to be exposed, which I'm hoping for. Again, 767 feet in length, built in 52, historic vessel. I mean, if you're going to go top 5 of Great Lakes vessels, this has to be in the conversation, if not grabbing one of those 5 spots. And again, it all depends on what you'd be referencing, but I think as far as history, in my estimation, this ship, without a doubt, this old school Laker makes the cut. And another interesting piece, as I mentioned, that she was lengthened by 120 feet back in 75, but now you're able to see that pilot house. Moving easily through the canal, as you can see. Just admires this ship together here. You can see a crew member there. They have that famous hand You can see that they're waving. They have a big hand that they wave to the crowd. That's actually a unique, fun thing that they do. But look at this beauty in action. Coming into Duluth, got a seagull making an appearance as well here in the video. What a beauty. You can see right there, Arthur M. Anderson, Great Lakes Fleet. Displaying that proudly on the side. Well, we got a great salute. You can see there's a few doors open there on the lower part of the superstructure of the on the ship there. Better look on the back side of the pilot house. Take a look at that stack a little up close and personal there. Glad she made it safely in. And there we got a good shot of the rudder that's sticking out of the water right there. Creating a little bit of kick up. Don't see any ice though. That's disturbing this vessel. Well, there's the historic, the famous, I mean, again, so many words to describe this beautiful laker. And I'm sure many people that are ship enthusiasts like myself, probably at one point, if not right now, have had this ship saved as their desktop on their computer or on their phone. And it's really not far from their mind at times when they come to Duluth or when you think about a ship. So you can see the captain has the rudder turned hard to the port side. They're going to be doing a turn to pivot there into the Duluth Harbor Basin. I'll walk down here a little bit with you. You watch the ship, I'll watch my step. Luckily for me, a lot of this ice and snow, it's very hard. There were a couple times as I was talking to you that I punched through with my boot into a softer portion where there was some snow. Then you have the lift bridge. She is coming down right now to let the vehicles on both sides of the bridge. I'll give you a shot of some of the vehicles that are waiting on the Park Point side. So what they do is they just kind of kick back. You probably want to turn on the radio, or if you're a boat enthusiast, you come out here and check the ship out as she goes by. Always fun to catch her in person. And if you like history as I do, it means that much more just seeing this type of vessel go by you. Very cool. And you can see the sun really hitting the side of the vessel there on the hull. You can see the stern, even the pilot house pretty well now. But there she goes. I think a top pick for most of us enthusiasts that love the ships and love Duluth. So I'm glad that you were able to watch. We both got to catch it together, and boat friends, as you know, I'll be out here soon. Take care.